This video shows how I use my circular architecture to defend myself against competing railroads who want to invade my space and make it very difficult for me to build my network to win the game. So, as before in previous chapters, I use an interconnected set of circular networks with each circle connecting 3 cities. And initially, on a limited budget and to divert my funds elsewhere, I start off with very thin single track networks with a few passing sidings and shared tracks where possible, where necessary. So here we've got one circle linking St. Louis, Chicago and Louisville for a few trains going clockwise and anti-clockwise, sharing tracks with another circle here, Louisville, Indianapolis, Toledo, again, both directions, also shared with freight tracks initially. I will build these up into double and quadruple tracks later. Up here is another circle starting to be developed, Chicago, Toledo, Grand Rapids, back to Chicago, not enough money yet. But to stop the competition building tracks into my cities, I have, where possible, put 2 stations in each city. So Louisville, for example, has got Louisville South Station for the left-hand westward circle and a second Louisville station in the north for the northwards circle to Toledo. Also, as before, I have put warehouses within reach of the cities to directly feed rural industrial products into those cities without the need for trains. So again, the architecture isn't completed here, but it's in accordance with what I've done in previous videos. Now, in some cases, so I've got warehouses which are feeding cities, but at the extremities of my network, I've got these competing railroads invading my territory. So I've put 2 stations in this city, Madison, for another circle here, Chicago, Madison, Rock Springs. The second station is to stop the competition building a station in that city and ruining what I'm trying to do. In this case, I don't need the second station for any network. So instead of building a warehouse to collect rural goods, I use the second station to bring rural goods into that town. So where possible, I've got 2 stations in each city. What I've also started to do, and I don't know if this will work, is at my rural industries, I've laid tracks and stations at around about the distance, the maximum distance that you could build a station, to try to prevent the competition from building a station at or near that rural industry. I didn't do it in time quickly enough for the milk or the wheat up here, but I've started to encircle my industries with tracks, hopefully to prevent the competition getting a chance to penetrate my defensive fortress. So here I have a line of defense with 2 stations in the city and encircled rural industries. I have another competitor sort of encroaching on my space from the south, and I've done a similar thing with these rural industries here. Again, I was too late to block entry in via this industry out here, but that's the general idea.